Oh, actually, oh my goodness. He's not a librarian, but man, let me tell you, does he have a library and is he hot? Chelsea Ann Tompkins, the spicy retelling of Rumpel Stiltskin. I will rumple his Stiltskin any day. I mean, he is.
You love a fairy tale.
And it is a page freaking turner.
Hi, it's Paige. As the Paige Turns, I'm here with Rachel.
Hello.
One of my new besties, actually, in the romance world. Like, what, we met a month ago, and now we're best friends?
Now you're stuck with me.
We're not. It's not even been a month. It's barely been a month. Barely been a month.
Yes.
And we're definitely kindred. I'm surprised you're not from New Jersey, even though I'm not from there either.
No, but I mean, I went to college there. So it was like, I mean, the most like primal parts of my years were like in that space. So it's like I grew up there.
Like, and I say this with love because I'm not from there either, but I love New Jersey. And you give vibes. And I feel like we give vibes together.
I had to learn how to survive there.
That's because that's the way it is.
It is. I was 18 and I was in West Philadelphia, born and raised. Like, I mean, literally, I was on the other side of the tracks. Like, you Penn students wouldn't even come over to me.
Yeah. Like, West Philadelphia, born and raised.
Oh, yeah. My family was like, are you sure you want to go here? I'm like, no, I'm not.
But you did?
I did, and I loved it. It was great. Yeah. It was great.
Because what's not to love about New Jersey? Well, let's talk about, we have so many things to talk about today.
We do.
We've got the magazine,
Yes.
Romantasy Illustrated. This is so beautiful. Talk about like how you got into it, what you did that led to this.
Yeah.
Because you're not an author, you're in the romance space like me. I'm not an author.
Yeah.
But we love the space so much.
We do.
Were you a reader first?
I was a reader first, yes. So my lore journey, right? Lore. Lord of the Rings captured my heart. I mean, that is...
You're a fantasy girl.
Oof, I'm a fantasy girl. Now, I'm also a romance girl because I remember when I was like 10 years old, I came across like this book that I never should have came across. It wasn't like inappropriate, but like it was probably a YA, and I think it was called Malibu Summer.
Now, that sounds like a Malibu Summer.
Malibu Summer, and it was a girl in high school that like went to go stay in Malibu with someone, like a family, and was like their nanny, and then like fell in love with someone, and like I think the spiciest thing that happened was like they kissed at the end of it, and I was like,
Closed door.
Yeah, right. So like 10 years old, I like romance was in me, but when as the years went on, Lord of the Rings came out, and I'd never read the books. I think I was like 13 or 14 when Lord of the Rings came out in the movie theaters. I thought it was like a Gone with the Wind kind of a thing for movie one, where like it ended and there was intermission. And I was like, to my parents, I'm like, okay, great, let's go get some snacks. And they're like, ah, that's cute. No, that's 2 years from now. We get to watch the second one. And I'm like, wait, what? Like,
so this is a 1927 movie theater.
I was like all excited, like, okay, cool, like, because I knew what Gone with the Wind was then. Like, intermission was the thing. Like, I was like, okay,
it was
cool.
a thing in a lot of movies. Sound of Music.
Yes. I'm like, okay, great, let's go, let's do this. I'm down. I'm in. So as you know, I got older and watched all the movies, and I was just obsessed. I thought it was fantastic. I knew every aspect, minus being able to speak Elvish. Like, that's like my next step. And like I'm a total nerd at heart. And so as I got deeper into my adulthood, COVID hit, and I was stuck at home with littles, and we were homeschooling, and I was just consuming everything that I possibly could. I was reading. And I was reading well before then too, but like I was immersing. I was doing rereads of Sarah J. Maas. Like she had just released book 5, yes, of A Court of Thorns and Roses. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll just take this home. Like, it's perfect timing. I've read all the other ones 3 times. I might as well read this one. I bought my mom the Throne of Glass entire set and was like, here, Mom, you start this one. Okay, like, I already know this one. Like, I'll read here. And then, you know, so, and then, you know, just constantly reading. And the thing that I noticed over and over again was continuous elemental pieces that were described very specifically in these books.
Like what?
Rings, medallions,
all the jewels,
daggers,
that's right,
crowns, and like they had some sort of an element to them that like provided either safety or power or something. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is Lord of the Rings in romance. Oh gosh.
Wow. I'm sure I haven't heard it put that way, but that makes total sense.
Yes, yeah, and there is, don't get me wrong, there is like that love interest within Lord of the Rings, but it is nothing about that.
There's romance in everything if you look hard enough.
There is. So I decided, I was like, you know what, I really want to go into the jewelry space. And
but that doesn't lean into this.
It does.
Well, okay, so you did jewelry first.
It did.
I don't know why I thought this was first.
Yeah, no, I did jewelry first. So Darling Embers has been around now for 2.5 years. And I got into the space, got licensed with Sarah J. Maas.
How'd you do it?
Oh, that was a waiting game. It took about a year.
for you. You pressed on though.
Yeah, it took about a year. Came to market with a ring that I was like, I think I want to go to market with this. My husband's like, that one? Really? You want to go to market with that one? And I was like, yeah, this is it. This is the night court ring. This is the Valaris night sky with her sans eyes on the side. This is it. And he's like, I don't know about that, babe. And I was like, just trust me.
You know the fans.
Yeah.
Because you are one.
Yeah. Yes.
I get that.
Yes.
I totally get that.
Yes. And so we were in the middle of nowhere in Marion, Ohio. We were at a race car event. So my husband's a race car driver. Well, he races cars, not a race car.
Tom Riddle.
Tom Riddle, yeah, the OG Tom Riddle. He's so hot.
He is. You have a hot husband.
He
I'm
is
just
hot.
gonna say.
My husband is hot.
He's smoking hot. He looks like a book boyfriend.
He is a book boyfriend. The cover of my phone, people ask all the time, oh, is that a romance novel? I'm like, yeah, of my wedding.
Fuck yeah, it is IRL.
I know. Someone played Pony and he gave me a lap dance. I was like, bring it on. I welcome it. Yeah. So we launched that night at like 11:30 at night. Like I was like, I'm just gonna like have my light box in the middle of nowhere.
What, you mean you launched on socials?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even have a website. Didn't even have
Who
a
needs a
website.
website?
I'm like, let's just test the market and see what they think, right? And so I had my light box and everything, and he's all behind me like as if it's all professional and stuff. And like little do people know,
cute.
I'm in like a 50 square foot little hole in the wall, and launched the ring. Woke up the next morning, over 100,000 views, and like hundreds of people asking, where can I buy this? And I'm like, give me 2 weeks and I'll have a website.
That's amazing.
It was
like it went viral.
It went viral, and then there was another moment where we went viral right before the holidays happened. And so husbands were like buying these pieces for their wives or significant others buying them, right?
What year was this?
This was 2023.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we had that wave, and then I'm thinking, okay, like no one, like we've slowed down a little bit. Christmas is done. Like everyone's finished, right? Well, shame on me. I should know. Like
Valentine's Day.
No, last minute Christmas shoppers. I flew from Atlanta up to Oregon to go spend it with my family. Didn't bring inventory with me. And I had someone post, she had 85 followers, bless her to the moon and back, because this woman opens up her box. Like, she's not like all prepped or anything. It was the most like
organic and normal.
Organic and normal. Like, oh, I got my darling Embers ring. Opened up the box, closed it, and that was it. 3.5 million views.
On that woman's 85
On that
followers?
woman's 85 followers. And she was like overwhelmed with people asking, where do I get it? Where do I get it? Where do I get it? I had to have my best friend break into my house, into my safe, pack up all of my inventory, and ship it overnight so I could get orders out for Christmas.
That's amazing, though.
Yeah.
And you had enough inventory for this?
God, no.
Okay, I was like...
Luckily, I was still in pre-order phase for some of the pieces. So people understood that there were some pieces that just simply were not going to make it. Like, they got their orders, they knew that they were placed, they were printing off their order and giving it to them as a gift. And I'm like it was very clear on the website, this particular ring is sold out. It is now in pre-order. And so that worked out really, really well, because then I could like...
Send you the money too because of the pre-orders to back that.
Which was really helpful. From there, I was then asked to attend a couple events, some bookish events. And one of them, 2 other women were at as themselves, like completely separate of Romantasy Illustrated. It wasn't even a thing yet. And so my art director, she would actually design her artwork just like this. And it said Romantasy Illustrated. And then she would have her licensed characters on the front. So the concept of
I don't know why I thought you worked for like an arm of Condé Nast or something. Didn't you say that you did?
Previously I had, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Because I was like, you had to know something about magazine print. These are beautiful.
Yeah. It was.
Can I take this off and like kind of like do a little flip through? Because
you can.
Look at this. Like every page, it's like glossy. It's heavy. Like this is
our books to looks.
Are these ads?
Looks to books. So there's certain...
Oh, looks to books.
Yes.
Oh, I see what's going on here. They're dressing like the characters. Yeah. Or you have like the different jewelry.
Well, like these were the cover models. And so we gave them each one of their spotlights. But like, for example, this one page that you had flipped to that showed right here.
Yeah.
So this was at the Neverland Ball, which is hosted by Second Star Events.
fantastic.
I don't even know this. Oh, you're much more into that space.
Fantastic
I
event
don't even know
company.
this is amazing.
Yeah, fantastic. They throw some exquisite balls. So we were actually there covering that event.
So what we did is we worked with them and their photographer. They sent us their photos and we took these looks and we were like, this looks like this book, and we pair it. So that's kind of like our thing that we do when the Emmys happen, the Grammys happen.
Oh, yeah. Who wore it best?
Who wore it
Oh, yeah,
best.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Like red carpet style.
Exactly.
I love that.
So we'll take those images and we'll be like, this is the book that we think pairs with that best. And then we give the authors recognition of here you were on the red carpet.
Wait, I'm having a light bulb moment. We should cover this somehow, like trans.
Yeah.
I mean, you see what I'm thinking, right?
Yes, 100%.
We could go to these events like together as
Yeah.
Love on Demand and Darling Embers.
Yeah.
And we can cover the whole thing, like who are you wearing?
Yeah.
Like in a very,
Yeah.
I'm totally down
Yeah,
with this.
isn't that
This
fun?
I
Yeah.
love, because I sort of see, I always say that we're like the MTV of romance, but we're also E.
You know what's
We're
funny?
E.
I kid you not. Today, I was chatting with someone, and I was like, "They're the E News of romance
E
books."
News, E
I'm like,
and
"That's
News
literally
Entertainment.
yeah."
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
This is perfect. Like, what are you wearing? I love all like the cosplay balls and
Yeah.
stuff when we go to events and stuff. All the events like that are themed, especially in the romantasy space, which is of course huge.
Yeah.
Everyone has a costume. Everyone
Yeah.
has a dress up night. I
Yes.
definitely feel like we're doing something here. We're
Yeah.
doing something together.
Yeah,
I'm
so
loving this.
that's what we've been doing at events is we've been capturing, like we'll
Other than the jewelry, which is selling out
other
so, I mean, you have a line down the hallway for your jewelry.
Yeah, I'm very, very blessed
And it's
in regard
only
to that.
romantasy. Like, are you leaning into dark? Are you leaning
No,
into other
it
themes?
is. So I have everywhere from modern day contemporary to
What's the contemporary?
Kate Stewart.
I love Kate
I
Stewart.
love Kate. I am obsessed with her. She is absolutely
you read
incredible.
Drive, obviously, which takes place in this city.
In this city. I literally listened to...
When is that movie coming out?
Oh,
That movie, when that book I think dropped in 2016. I read it when it dropped. Every chapter started with a downloadable Spotify song.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, Cameo. I haven't heard this
I've been
jam
forever.
in years.
Oh my gosh,
I was
the
like,
rendition of Drive by Deftones, I bawled my eyes out.
I'm like, oh my God, this has to be a movie. Kate Stewart, if you are watching...
do a movie.
I am like, I'm losing my mind here.
Yes. She is such a fantastic human being.
I've heard amazing things. I haven't met you yet.
Yes,
but I'm dying to because I've read a lot of your books.
I'm pretty sure she's in volume 4. She's in volume 4.
Oh, you interviewed her.
I interviewed her.
I want to interview her.
Yeah, we interviewed for over 3.5 hours. We cried, I think, 3 separate times. It was one of the most down-to-earth, wholesome conversations I've ever had. And she, bless her heart, she was sick that day too. And I was like, please don't, like, if you don't feel well, like, we don't have to do this. She's like, no, I want to do this with you guys. But she was explaining that she writes all of her books in script format.
Oh, as if it's going to be
adapted. As if it's going to be adapted.
Before she actually puts pen to page in,
yes,
in
like
the story.
in her mind, she is such a literary genius when it comes to this because you can actually see it like now once you like read it, you're like, oh my gosh, this could absolutely be adapted.
Every one of her books, actually.
Yeah,
now that
everyone,
I think about it, I'm like,
yes.
oh, of course, the Raven. I know that Raven's coming out,
yeah,
of course.
Raven's coming. Yeah, she's incredible. I just love how she specifically writes to be relatable, but not from a if this happened. She writes it from a I'm writing from experience and I'm writing from honesty and like
you can tell.
Yeah, and you can feel it too. Like when you're reading these scenes and listening, I love to listen to her books specifically because
I have never listened. I've only read.
I encourage you to go back and listen to the Ravenhood series. And the reason why, so when I recommend the Ravenhood series to any single individual, I will die on this hill and say it was meant to be listened to. Because there's 4 points of view, or technically 5 points of view, but 4 main points of view. One man who has a French accent. You cannot
I'm going to listen.
You cannot accurately listen to someone's devastation and literal cracking of a man's voice out of love, angst, anger, devastation, longing.
Who's the narrator?
I don't even remember, but he was fantastic.
A French guy?
No, he does all the voices and he kills it. Like absolutely slams it out of the park. It is unbelievable.
It's on my TBR. It's my next Audible.
It
I
is
just gotta get
unbelievable.
through Devney Perry.
Yeah.
I love her.
Devney, yes.
But I'm like the slowest Audible person right now because I don't have time for anything.
Yeah.
And I'm almost at the end of that.
Yeah.
But I'm not a huge fantasy person. I know that you're all super fantasy.
Well, I am, so between the 3 of us, on Romantasy Illustrated. I am really a true blend of both.
Tell me about the other girls on this, because
Yeah.
you're going to say, because they obviously, one is an artist, obviously.
Yep. And the other one is one of our co-founders, and she is brilliant in regard to the thought process of design. Like, her and I work so well together from a design aspect of she'll come up with like our base design. Allison will come up with, so there's Rachel, Allison, and Rachel. There's 3 of us.
Cute.
So when we met, we were all doing our own bookish businesses. I'm going to bring that full circle.
Darling Embers.
Darling Embers. So I was there as Darling Embers. They were there separately. Rachel was there helping Allison, art director, do her curated work.
Okay, and she was licensed artist with
Yes.
other. Okay.
Yes. So we were sat next to each other at a booth, my booth and her booth, and their booth.
Kismet.
Yeah. And so we just got to chit-chatting along, and then Romantasy Illustrated just naturally became, I was the model in volume 1.
Okay.
My husband and I were the boudoir couple in the very back. When we met for volume 1, for them to gift it to me so that they could show it, we all came together and we were like, we need to do this together. Like, let's do this together. And then moving
So you
forward.
you all put something into this, obviously, and then you now have a subscriber base.
Yeah. Yeah. We have subscriptions. We're working on getting into, we have a couple bookstores that have asked for us to be with them. We're working to get into the big box stores right now.
I want to ask one more question about the jewelry, because like the metals, like how do you source for all the jewelry? Are you going to trade shows? Like, how are your stones sourced? What kind of stones are you using? Like, how are you? I'm curious about all this just from the jewelry perspective.
Yeah. So from the
I love jewelry.
Oh, it is so fun. So I love the Jogs show. It's JOGS. It's in Arizona. Okay. And you have jewelers from all over the world that come there. So
it's a huge trade
It's
show.
a huge trade show. And it's weeks long. Like, it's
weeks long.
It's like people will camp out there. It's amazing. So I source my stones from a multitude of different locations because I also want them to be authentic. And then there's some that are lab made because I want the pieces to make sure that the bookish space can actually afford them.
That's where you're toggling the line. You want to have nice stuff, but you also want to make them accessible.
Correct.
Of course.
So we hands down underprice our pieces just so we can make sure that fine jewelry is accessible for the bookish space. And that's really important to us because I know the jewelry space and I know how expensive pieces can be marked up.
Especially nowadays.
Especially
stones,
now.
Sure.
So I have a team of goldsmiths that I work with and I design the piece. A lot of times we'll have it chicken scratched on a piece of paper because I'm on an airplane. Like Feyre's ring was on a Delta Sky napkin. And I then took that napkin, put it on a piece of paper, and I sent it to my goldsmith and I said, I have 2 one-of-a-kind stones from John Dyer, who patented the Starbright cut, which is described in
the book.
Not necessarily John Dyer himself, but a star coming out of a deep blue sapphire. And so I created 2 one-of-a-kind pieces.
You physically design all the pieces?
Yes.
So you're a very creative girl.
I like to be. I can't say that all my designs are, the most popular.
But you're reading this stuff and you're like, how do I see this?
Yes. And it's really cool now because I've been to so many events. This year alone, I will have been to 18. I'm on my 8th weekend in a row right now, and I have 4 more weekends after being here with you. So I'll be 12 straight weekends of events.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So what's cool now is that I actually, I have authors that are coming up to me and asking if they can work with me, which I'm like, wait, hold on. You want to work with me? Like, I don't have to come to you. Like,
that's amazing. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
This is amazing.
Thank you. So it's pretty fun. Yeah.
We are getting into our game segment.
Game segment.
Okay, so basically the game is, obviously, as magazine readers and book readers,
yes,
we love an advice column. We're chicks. Dear Cosmo, dear Abby, dear whomever.
Oh, I love it.
Tell us what to think. Tell us how to have sex. Tell us all the things.
Yes.
So
Andy in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Oh, yeah. Hello. Andy, that's so true.
Yes.
So we thought, let's kind of create a fun little advice column. Like, we'll be the advice givers.
Let's do it.
And we'll read it back
in
and
real
forth.
time.
I think that this should, by the way, be something that we do in here.
I love that idea. The advice column.
Oh, we're
I think
totally
that'd be so
doing
fun.
it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Rachel and Paige.
I love it.
I like that.
Okay.
All right, you want to go first?
You want me to go first?
Oh,
I can
you
go
go
first. Okay. Dear, you're so screwed. Okay. Dear Romantasy Illustrated, my boyfriend thinks my mysterious disappearances are because of a secret job. The truth? I turn into a werewolf every full moon. He's starting to plan a weekend getaway for the next one. How do I keep the romance alive without revealing my secret?
Girl, reveal the secret. Okay, werewolves are sexy. He's going to be totally into it. And if he's down with you, he's down with all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
That is the advice I would give.
Yes.
Thoughts?
You know what? I say bite him and see what happens.
That too.
Just,
Just get real.
Just claim it and go.
Dear Romantasy Illustrated, my sworn enemy is the only one who can break my curse, but he demands a wedding in return. Advice?
Just pull a negotiation. If he's demanding things, you can demand things too.
I mean, what's the curse? It doesn't say what the curse is.
Yeah, we don't know what the curse is.
What's the curse?
So if she doesn't marry him, there's a curse?
Is it like she's Shrek, like she's beautiful by day, but like hideous
like Fiona
at night?
Yeah, right?
Is
Like
it
what do I
Fiona?
turn into? Is it Fiona? Like is he attractive? Like,
I'm gonna say yes.
I mean,
otherwise there's no fake marriage.
yeah, true. That's right. I mean,
He
you know
has to
what?
be attractive in
If
the
he's-
romance world.
And look, over time,
You can learn to
you
love.
can learn to love.
You can learn
You
to
can
love.
learn to love. And at some point,
Especially in the 350, 60 pages of a romance. 80,000 words, you can
learn to love. Yes.
All right, you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Dear Romantasy Illustrated, a prophecy claims I must wed the Dark Lord of Doom or doom the realm, but I find him gross. Thoughts?
If he's gross, I don't know. Maybe he's really gross right now, but when you wed him, maybe he's turning into a prince. Maybe he's cursed with grossness.
Right.
That's what I think. Is that a word, grossness?
Gross. We can make it a
I
word.
think it sounds like a word.
Yeah.
I think that he's cursed.
Look, we're in content
You're going to marry
creation.
him because you're the better person, and then you're going to recognize he's smoking hot because, hi, happily ever after, romance. That's what's going to happen.
That's what's going to happen. That's what has to happen. And you know what? Maybe he's gross now. You marry him, and then like the veil comes off of him, and he turns into like this beautiful prince.
It's the old tale of
It
a
is.
frog, prince,
Yes.
kiss it. You never know what's going to happen.
You never know what's going to happen. And you know what? If you hate him, just go find the library, and you'll be happy.
Bingo.
Maybe the librarian's hot. And he has
A
glasses.
hot male librarian. I don't know that we've ever had that mailman character before.
You know what?
There's room for him.
There is room for him. There actually is a hot male librarian in Elizabeth Helen's books.
Really?
Yes, there is.
Listen, whenever I think it's not been done, it's been done.
It's not, actually, oh my goodness. He's not a librarian, but man, let me tell you, does he have a library and is he hot? Chelsea Ann Tompkins, the spicy retelling of Rumpel Stiltskin. I will rumple his Stiltskin any day. I mean, he is.
You love a fairy tale.
Yeah, but this one though, it's short. It's spicy.
Short and spicy is good.
Short, I mean, it's like a 3-hour, 45-minute read. And like,
That's nothing.
it's nothing. And it is a Paige freaking Turner. And she.
What's the name of this book?
It's Straw and Gold by Chelsea Ann Tompkins. Oh my Lanta, is it.
Write that down. Are you writing that down?
It is fan freaking tastic. And the one before that is called Curse and Spindle. And it is the spicy retelling of Sleeping Beauty. He teaches her. And she is sassy. She's like,
Oh, I love it when she's sassy.
Oh, no,
So
she like he tells her one thing and she's like, I'm married to you. No, you don't get to tell me that I'm sleeping in another bedroom.
Bam! I like it. I like her.
I like her.
I like a good female main I can relate to, even if it's a fairy tale.
Okay,
All right,
all right.
last one.
Okay,
Last one.
Okay, I'm ready.
Dear Romantasy Illustrated, my favorite bartender can literally read my mind.
Ooh.
He finishes my drink order before I speak and always laughs at jokes I never say out loud. I'd like to ask him out, but how do you surprise someone who already knows every line? I'll try. That's a
Ooh.
good one.
Okay, so you don't talk to him. You show him in your mind because you're speaking it in your mind, and then
Give him the visual.
Yes.
And he'll say yes.
Yes, and then he'll say yes. But don't do
What's
it.
the visual?
Don't do it right in front of him. Be in a corner of the bar to where like people are like constantly around you. So
and it just pops up in
so
his head?
Yes, so he only gets like snippets of you.
Yes.
And he's constantly trying to find
This
where
is a
you're
movie.
at. Yes. Oh, I can see it all right now.
Spicy Hallmark.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you blast the thought through your mind and you hear a glass break because he's dropped it on the floor.
Ooh, that's a perfect advice. So this one segment we do at the end, because we have to wrap it, which I
No,
hate.
we can't
but
wrap
we're gonna
it.
have. I know, but we're gonna have so much fun. I
We
love
are.
that you're here.
I know. I'm in a point in my life where I'm like, any woman who is out there making waves in this space, like, let me cheer you on. Like,
here.
literally. Like,
Same. That's
like-
why I'm here to cheer this space on.
yes, that's like this whole space, like the resurgence that's coming, elevating it all.
It's true.
It's just, it's so near and dear to my heart, and I know that it's so near and dear to your heart, and that's why Romantasy Illustrated was even like formed. Is like that's what we want to bring. We want to bring real, true content, elevate indie authors, hybrid authors, traditionally
Elevate the
published
entire
authors,
community.
the whole space. Like,
We're destigmatizing one step at a time.
yes, we are. Yes, we are.
And I love that.
The one thing that I think that I love so much about like what Love on Demand is doing and what Romantasy Illustrated is doing is we're here to provide content and not just like
In context
yes
to that content, right?
Yes.
We're creating a
Yes.
full 360 purview
all
of all of it.
Yes, and it's like real, tangible, absorbable,
Digestible.
movable, and digestible content.
It is. There's one last segment that we do. Leaning into that is we call it Happily Ever Faster.
Okay.
What made your heart race this week?
Oh, honestly, so my husband and I have a long distance marriage. We do a really, really good job of communicating as much as we possibly can. And so this last week, so I call him when I drop the kids off from school, and he was at the gym and he answered the phone, and I just about crashed my car because he was just
Panting.
I was panting. I mean, I was like a teenage
Oh, it
girl.
was FaceTime.
It was FaceTime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a call.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't just a call. Like I put him on, and like he like drives home with me, like as I drive, because I have a 30-minute drive to the kids' school. So I typically will wake him up in the morning, or like while he's waking up, because I'm an hour difference. So
Oh, that's right. You're an hour ahead.
ahead, yeah. So I drop the kids off at school. It's 8 a.m. It's 7 a.m. for him, and he's been up for at least 30 minutes, and then whatnot. And so he had already gotten up. He had an early day that day, and he was already at the gym. And I was like, okay, hi. Hey, honey. Hi, honey.
He is so cute.
He is so cute. But
And he's so sweet.
He is
And he
so-
adores you.
he is just, like, I could not have, if I wrote down every characteristics that I wanted in a husband, I would have missed the mark by so much. Like, truly, truly, God delivered me someone far beyond my expectations. And
You're like a real romance situation.
we really, really are. We really are. And he just, every time I see him on the phone, it's just like my little heart palpitations happen.
But you know what? It makes it that much sweeter when you come together, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. I get to miss him. I get to be excited about seeing him every single time that I
That's
see
exciting
him.
too in its own way. That's kind of
Yeah.
sweet. That's what keeps it fresh, probably.
It
isn't
does.
It?
It does
That's
keep
cute.
it fresh. It does. So, and it's fun too. We have to think of creative ways to like have date night. Like, what does that look like? Right? Like,
Especially if you're long distance.
yeah. Timing the Netflix movie to say the same word at the same time is one of our biggest challenges.
I like that you're making that effort to
Yeah.
like not watch without the other.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, you want to know what made my heart race?
Yes, I do.
That all these people came together, especially you, and you came in town to see us.
I
and
did.
like just for us, I'm so flattered. And I'm like, that's what I love about the space are people like you. I really adore you. I do feel like you're such a great person. I'm so glad that we met. I'm just so flattered and I'm just so humbled when people like want to come in and talk and say the most wonderful things and are doing things like you're doing in the space. And we love all the books and we love all the authors, but there's so many people, there's so many contributing hands to continue to elevate them. And I love it all. Just like you said, I'm so excited what we're doing, and we're going to do great stuff together. And I'm just so happy you're here.
Yeah.
That's really what made my heart race. Okay, well, I've loved having you so much. Can we hug?
Thank you.
Oh
Yes.
my God.